My name is Wim. I worked for the Walt Disney Company for 5 years. I started in 2002. My background is I'm from Belgium. I lived my whole life in Flanders, and my French was not so very good. So I decided to go abroad, and my choice was made to go to Disneyland Paris to go and work there.
When was it that you did it?
In 2002, April 2002, I started working there, but I started to think about it by the end of 2001, beginning of 2002. I was considering going there.
How old were you?
I was only 21 years old.
And it was alone?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. I didn't know anyone there. I just threw myself into the adventure of discovering, and I've not regretted it.
Okay.
Is working knowledge of the national language necessary?
It's
for French?
For getting around, definitely. In society over there, I didn't have the feeling that there was a lot of people speaking English outside the working environment. So French was definitely necessary. But within the working society, Disneyland Paris is a multitude of nationalities together. There's two official languages, French and English, that are being used. Yeah.
And what other languages can be used in Disneyland or in Paris? What other languages?
The official languages in Disneyland Paris were English, French, always the same. Also the documents, but of course between people there were so many Italians and Spanish, different cultures, that those languages were heard also very oftenly.
Yeah. And what languages were it?
Spanish, Italian, German, but it was basically as a form of politeness. You spoke French first, and if you felt that they didn't understand, even managers and team leaders, you would go up to English, or sometimes you would hear someone speaking English and someone responding in French. But of course there was many other languages around. You had people from Russia visiting Disney. If you knew a little bit Russian, well, you would use it. A little bit Spanish people also would say straight through under the bridge in their language to give them directions to this public services.
Your colleagues help you when you're visiting? Yeah, definitely. And they have to, because my friend was really not good, so I had to really get help from them. And I told them also from the beginning, every time when I met a new person, I told them that my French was really bad, and so that I was there to learn French. So in my first 3 months, I had terrible headaches. After a day, my head was exploding because of all the new information I was getting, and always trying to understand how you would say something in French was the most difficult part. But yeah, they help, and then you explain it to people. They clients in Disneyland or brother as well. But from my experience and my job, so what I did in Disney was I was taking surveys. I was questioning people about their experience. So we did that for the resort, the theme parks, Disney Village, and the hotels. There with the clients, we got in contact often, and of course, yeah, the contact was, I was obliged for my work to get in contact. That was easy. But on personal level, because of the fact, so there are 15,000 people working for Disney on the max in the peak moment. So 15,000 people means a lot of nationalities, young people. We're all looking for some fun, so yeah, we find each other. And when you talk to someone, they say, "Oh, it's Friday night, the sports bar, we meet there, you hang out with people, and that's how you get to know each other." And there's also a lot of events organized by the company itself to make sure that there is this good relationship, team building, so that we all work for the same goal. We all do events in the same direction.
What kind of events did Disney organize?
There were sporting events. There was a kayaking event. When the park is closed, they opened the part of it so we could do the kayaking. There was a golf
They had a
course.
kayak court in Disneyland itself.
There was no court, but they just did it on the water. Yeah, but they did it in Disneyland itself, backstage when no one is there, of course. So there was basketball events, you name it. You know, they organize it, and well, you also get the opportunity to get access to external services. You could go, for example, with your ID card that we got, you could go and train in the fitness hall of any hotel. You could go there also to get some sports.
Why did you decide to do it? What was your motivation? My biggest motivation was that I wanted to learn my French. I was also lacking a little bit in school, so that was not my strongest point. So my interest wasn't there anymore, and I felt like I needed to down. So while I was trying to figure out where to go, I went into DVRB, and I saw nice announcements were saying you want to work in an international environment with different languages and abroad. I said yes, let's do it. So I went for that. My parents supported me, they helped me to get there, but my mother actually told me that she was sure that I would be back, which I didn't know if I was going to stay. I knew I was going to stay 6 months. That was the contract that I got. After 6 months, they prolonged it, and after 1 year, I was looking another 6 months, 3 months, I was doing it. But in the end, I stayed, I enjoyed it so much, and we came home with, I got my wife, I found my wife there, so we met each other, and we worked so yeah,
And how long did you work there in total?
In total, I've worked since 2001 till 2002 till 2006. So 4 years and a half approximately in Paris itself.
Okay. What was the most eye-opening experience that you got from Paris or Disneyland?
I think, especially from Disneyland, all the different the different nationalities together. It's beautiful to see how that really works. How they really work also towards that. It's a company who is very interested in its employees, and they want to know if you feel good. If you don't feel good, you get other opportunities. If you feel good, you get also opportunities to grow. I think that was nice to see. Then for the I liked the culture in France. I don't really know if there's any other eye-opening things now coming to mind, but I think that the most thing is to see that different cultures working together is not impossible. And it's nice to work in that environment.
Did Disney support you from your to make a career?
They definitely do. They from day one you go into a Disney university for 3 days. That's the first thing. They don't throw you inside there and let you swim all by yourself, but you're getting a good, environment where you can learn what the culture, the idea behind what Walt Disney wanted to do. That's the first thing. Then on a second level, once you are a confirmed cast member, you've done your task and you've shown that what you're capable of. You get opportunities to grow internally, but you also get internal. How do you say? You get classes, so you can get better. If you want to get better, for me it was French, so they sent me to French class. It was modules on the computer, but I did them to get better. You learn some very classic expressions there, but it can be for anything. You ask your team leader to be supported in something that you want to develop, you get that opportunity. You could even ask them to take a sabbatical and go and study something externally to then come back and to them. So there's very open, and they do give you all the opportunities to grow within the company.
Would you do it again if you could?
Definitely. I would definitely go back. And I wouldn't change so much. Maybe with the experience that I have today, I could maybe even use it better. But I wouldn't change because all of it was a great experience, and it brought me to where I am today. And I'm definitely not unhappy with what I have and what I have now.
If you can give one piece of advice, what would be for me to go out and learn, or a piece of life advice?
Well, I think the most, for me, the most important thing is to remember that that you should not be afraid of making mistakes. Forget it. There is no mistakes. There's only life lessons to be learned. Be open and nice to people and treat people like a real, the person as you should. Not a nationality, not a color, nothing to do with it. Be open-minded to people and respect them, and they will respect you. I think that's a lot of advice, but I think that's the most important thing, to be able to advance in your own life together with other people.
Okay, thank you for the interview. Thank you for letting me record you.
No problem.
And hopefully I hear you again.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
I enjoyed it.